Hi guys, welcome to Napoli. I'm Alessandro Tione and this is my town, my team. It's not only a city, it's a world. Napoli is the representation of the urban jungle. Diego was the representation that everything is possible. After the death, arrived in another dimension. In our stadium that is like a second home, you will share 90 minutes with people with the same passion. Napoli is a special place. It's my house, it's my home, it's my culture. It's not only a city, it's a world. I think a unique city, a city with a strong identity that you can recognize immediately from the language, from the sounds of the city, from our lifestyle, from a lot of things. There is a piece of Napoli everywhere in the world, and when you are here in the city you can feel it, you can touch it. So it's something that you know also if you've never been here. We live very close to two big volcanoes, the Vesuvius, that is the famous one, but in the north area of Napoli there is another volcano, Campi Flegrei, that can explode every time. So I think people when come here can feel a different energy because we live literally with the fire under our foot. And also if you don't like football, in this city it's difficult, but there are some people that don't like football. But when Napoli win, it's impossible to not be involved in the atmosphere, in the energy, in the mood of the city. It's something that, I don't know, arrive to everybody. If you think the map of Italy, the football map of our country, all the trophies, the big trophies, Scudettos and Champions League, are in an area between Torino and Milano. So there are, I don't know, 100 and more Scudetto, 9 Champions League, 10 Champions League, and here in the south, 4 Scudetto. Napoli, stop, is the last point. But under Napoli there is another country that in football terms, unfortunately, never won nothing. So why is different to win here? First thing, there is a big economic difference between these two sides of the country, not only in football, but is the mirror. Football is the mirror of the general situation of the country. In 2026 still exists two Italy, the north and the south. I mean, if you want the best services, best universities, best hospitals, a better quality of life, you still need to go to the north. In the south, it's different. So when you win here, I remember when we won the third Scudetto. I remember a lot of people from Sicily, from Calabria, from Puglia, started to, when in January, in February, if Napoli won, I will come from Sicily just to celebrate for Napoli. For Napoli, I mean for the city and for the people, not for football team. Is a victory of the culture, you know. So here we are in Piazzetta Sant'Arcangelo a Baiano in the heart of Forcella in Napoli, and this is a beautiful spot for murals. When I was a kid, my father started to talk me about Diego. So I grew up with two myths, Diego and the three Dutch, Van Basten, Rijkaard and Gullit. But my father was super Maradoniano, still is, and I discovered Diego thanks to him. When we talk about Diego, it's not only a football thing. Diego was the representation that everything is possible, and this is the reason why he's still alive. If someone that come from nothing arrived from the other side of the world and say, guys, here we can win, we can beat them, we can do it, and he did it, was not just talk. And he understood, from my point of view, he understood immediately that to come here was to choose not only a specific city, but to choose an area of the world, the south in general, against the north. So to win here, I think for him was like a challenge, and Diego was the right player to destroy this domination, literally a kind of monopoly. The victory was always there, never in the south. After the death, materially, Diego arrived in another dimension. So today it's very easy to find, I don't know, picture of him very close or next to San Gennaro, next to La Madonna. In every vicolo there are shrines with picture of San Vincenzo, San Gennaro, and Diego. So I think people still think that is part of us, and when Napoli is going very good, there is the end of God from another dimension that help us. After the victory of the third Scudetto, I found on a scooter a beautiful sticker, Diego è dedicato a te, with the third Scudetto. Or Diego, we did it together. So he's always with us, he's always in our mind, and you can see in the city, kids wear the jersey of Diego still today, or kids have the name Diego Armando. So the myth is still alive and continue. This is one of the best secret places in Napoli. In my case, when I make the Maradona tour, I give the possibility to discover some underdog places that for me is more important than the myth of Diego, but the myth of Diego is a key to discover the city and to discover us, our character, how we live, our everyday lifestyle. And 3 or 2 of my favorite places during the Maradona tour for sure is a beautiful garage, a beautiful private parking that have so many posters from the 80s, pieces of newspaper from the 80s, and from the Maradona era until today, until the last Scudetto. They have a beautiful picture of Sergio Siano inside during the last season of Diego in Napoli. You can see where Diego is jumping on the shoulders of Antonio Careca. There is a very young Gianfranco Zola in the picture. It's beautiful. And I mean, in this place you can touch the our passion, our love for Diego. Another place is in a street of Quartieri Spagnoli. In a corner there is a beautiful picture of Diego. He already passed away, but there is a phrase under this picture: grazie di essere stato il nostro condottiero e di averci sempre difeso sul campo e fuori. Thank you to be our leader and to defend us always on the pitch and outside. And maybe another place that I really love, not maybe, but I really love, there is a beautiful shrine in the historical center. The people of the vicolo, of the street, put a picture of Diego. He was 24, 25 years old at the time, very close to La Madonna. So imagine Diego when he was 25 years old. You say, one day you will be next to La Madonna and you will represent for an entire city, not only for us, of course, also in Argentina, something from divinity, a religious thing, a religious icon, I don't know. Napoli is a special place because you can immediately recognize that is one of the oldest cities in Italy. You can see that is a city, is a mix of culture, and for so many years, so many centuries, Napoli represented a safe port for people from all over the world that want to restart a new life. So you can really see a mix of culture, and you can see that this mix lives in harmony, everybody together. If you go in a popular neighborhood of Napoli or still in the historical center, you can see that Neapolitans, I don't know, Sri Lankan people, Dutch people, stay everybody together. So it's a very friendly city, this thing. And of course, we have a big history, a very important history. You have to imagine that when you visit Napoli, you are visiting a old capital of a kingdom that was independent. The south was independent, was a kingdom for more than 1,000 years. So Italy, I mean, our nation is 162, 63 years old, but the kingdom of Napoli exists from more than 1,000 years. So it's a big difference. And of course, I don't know, the Neapolitan music, if you think the most famous song in the world is O Sole Mio. They play this song in Japan, in Argentina, USA, everywhere. Pizza is like the cafe. I mean, are two food that everybody can buy. And for Neapolitan, it's so important that everybody have the possibility to buy it. This is the reason why Napoli was born some years ago. Il caffè sospeso, and I mean, someone buy the coffee for people that don't have the possibility to buy it. Same thing with pizza, because okay, you can't have, I don't know, a watch, you can't have a dress, a chain, but everybody have the right to have a pizza and a coffee. It's a human thing, you know. You can find pizza everywhere in the world, and everybody make their own pizza. But I grew up with my pizza. I tried pizza in USA, in America, but for me are like cake, you know, because are so high, and our pizza is tiny. We say that is a ruota di carro, like a wheel. When was born at the end of the 18th century, but according to the historian, pizza was born already in the Roman Empire. So in Pompeii, very close from Napoli, already founded some recipes or something very similar to the modern pizza that we know today. I think that Napoli is the representation of the urban jungle. You can see motorbikes everywhere in the city. It's the best way to move. Neapolitans love to run, to fly with scooter. And have you seen our streets are so small, so when they move in the corner, someone can arrive with the scooter or with the car. So open your eyes. This is a big recommendation, not only for scooters, for everything, because Napoli is a big city, but especially for this thing. So I recommend always to take an accommodation in a popular neighborhood like Rione Sanità or Quartieri Spagnoli, if it's possible, not very close to the mural of Diego because it's so touristic. But for example, if they stay in Rione Sanità, they can live a popular neighborhood, so they can watch with their eyes our everyday life. They can walk in a market under the sky. They can see people that buy, I don't know, inside the grocery, vegetables, fruit, fresh fish, our sellers that, I don't know, all the stereotypes of our culture, they can watch it. But just to share the same neighborhood and to live our life without, I mean, in our way. This is what I mean. They can live in our way. And what I recommend to people that want to go to the stadium, for sure to go with public transport. So you have the line 2. You can arrive from the center in 4 stops. It's so good. And to arrive to the stadium 3 hours before, because otherwise the the metro will be full, and they can take a beer outside, they can drink a coffee, or they will find everything they need. I mean, there are shops, there are restaurants, there are pizzerias, and for sure when they need to come back, to go immediately to the metro, because the trains are few. The only two football teams that I saw when I was a kid was AC Milan and Juventus. So only these two. When I grew up, I discovered that my city have had a football team, and it was Napoli. But when I was a kid, Napoli was in bankrupt. The third Scudetto was a big boost, was really put a point in the timeline and changed a lot of things. Today, also in the street, in the center of the city, and in the football schools, kids wear the Napoli jersey, and it's beautiful. And I think that the new generation that saw and grew up already with two Scudetto and don't have to wait, 20, 30 years for a big victory, they are growing with a different mentality, for example, from my generation. For them, to win is the normality. And I hope for the people of my generation too, and other people, old people, can understand that to win in Napoli is not only something that happens every 33 years, is the normality. This is a flag from the first Scudetto. I really love to collect vintage stuff. Look, the pendants, first Scudetto, second Scudetto, third, and the last one here. As you can see in all this stuff, for example, the flag here with Scott, there are a lot of reference to the city with the Gulf of Napoli. Also the pendant there, the style is more or less the same, the design, but I really love it because it's, Napoli Football Club and Napoli City is only one thing. So I love it to watch this stuff every day. Give me a lot of inspiration for my things, for my picture, for, these things. The day of the football match, there is always a little bit of anxiety and of course a joy, because Napoli will play. For the people that go to the stadium is always vibrant. You know that you will go in your place, in our stadium that is like a second home, and you will share 90 minutes with people with the same passion. I can't wait to go to the stadium because I know that I will meet my friends and I will share moments that in a way or another will be unique. Personally, I love when I'm going to the stadium because is the quiet before the storm, positive or negative, but is all the energy that I like. And of course outside the stadium, when you can meet a lot of people sometimes from all over the world, or Neapolitans that live outside Napoli that come here from the north of Italy, or just from outside Napoli, always in Campania. And they come with their family, they share this moment with their kids. So this is what I really love. And of course the picture that I make inside the stadium. I told you, I love to document these kind of moments because for me it's beautiful to document and to share, to put on the paper, when I print, these kind of moments, because it's beautiful to see people with a lot of passion, with your same passion for your football team and for the city. So for me it's beautiful. Sometimes in the big match with my friend Joel, we go to the Maradona mural in Quartieri Spagnoli. We don't make any pray, we just pass there with the scooter for 2 minutes, no more, just to watch Diego. We don't say any word, but us and Diego, we know. I think when you arrive in Fuorigrotta, I mean in the neighborhood of the stadium, and you watch the stadium, I think that, I don't know, something inside your body, I don't know, is growing. I don't know how to explain, but you feel that I'm coming home, I'm going in my stadium, I'm going to watch my team, and I'm here not for a championship, but I'm here for the city, for the culture, for everything. I think that the stadium, when I started to go to the stadium regularly every year, for me it's impossible to watch the match in my house when Napoli play away. And you know, when all the stadium start to sing to support the guys, to support Napoli, to push them to the victory, it's beautiful. But I don't know, just to share this moment with people, with your people, is something, I don't know, for me is the most beautiful moment of the week probably. In a normal week, it's the highest moment, 100%. So people should visit Napoli once in their life because it's a unique city. It's one of the oldest cities in Italy, and the food is amazing, the atmosphere is unique, football is part of our culture, is part of our everyday life. Our identity is so strong, you can feel it when we talk in Napolitan, you can feel it in our way to be, and it's something that you can touch it.